What's happening, people? Welcome back to Scarfy Spurs Talk. I hope you're keeping well. It's Fulham versus Tottenham this weekend in the Premier League. Stay tuned to the very end for team news, predicted lineup, my lineup, score prediction, general preview, and just like some stats, head-to-head stats, everything you need on this game. So make sure you are staying tuned. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are okay. Please do like and subscribe if you're new. It'd be massively appreciated. It helps the channel grow. But let's crack straight back into it. Let's start with team news, and I want to start with opposition Fulham. Their winger Adama Traore is expected to return and be available because he had an ankle problem which he sustained in the recent FA Cup win over Manchester United. Sasa Lukic is banned for this game, while Reece Nelson, Kenny Tete and Harry Wilson all remained sidelined for the Cottagers. Rodrigo Bentancur for Spurs is available after missing Thursday's second leg against AZ Alkmaar, which we went through in. He was suspended, though, in that first leg. He's suspended, should I say, from that first leg where he picked up a yellow card. Danso, Kulusevski and Richarlison should recover from various different injuries before the end of the month, going into next month. Radio Draxi now is the only long-term injury left for us. So slowly but surely, looking good, but it gives obviously Postecoglou less excuses. Here's the match facts, like general head-to-head stats. Fulham are unbeaten in two top-type meetings now, having won one and drawn one. So that's the last two unbeaten against us. They've lost 14, though, of the previous 16 clashes with us prior to this run. They could win back-to-back Premier League games at home against Spurs for the first time in 19 years. Focusing a little bit more on Fulham, they just won their previous 7 Premier League games at Craven Cottage, drawing 4 and losing 2. They've struggled at home this year and been better away from home. Often the opposite, though, in recent years, in particular under Marco Silva. But this year is a little bit different. They've lost their last 2 London derbies, losing at home to Crystal Palace in February and away to West Ham in January. This will be a massive milestone for Marco Silva because it'll be his 200th Premier League match, becoming the second Portuguese coach to reach this milestone after the special one, Jose Mourinho. And Marco Silva's Premier League win ratio is really high. It's the highest of any Fulham boss, 37.5%. So that is impressive. That's 39 wins, 24 draws, and 41 losses. Muniz scored twice last time both sides met. Moving on to us, though, Spurs, we are aiming to win 3 consecutive top-flight games away from home for the first time since November 2020. So let's hope that we can do that. We've lost our last 5 Premier League matches immediately before an international break, including that 3-0 loss at Fulham. All the way back in March, Premier League games involved with us have produced so many goals, 3.4 on average this season. Those are some stats. Obviously, Odegaard got hat-tricked in the last game against Alkmaar. But diving a little bit more into some stats, Fulham sit 10th in the table after 28 games with 42 points. Also, we played 28 and we sit 13th with 34 points, so 8 points off Fulham and 3 places behind. So nothing too big at all. But for me, it's all about the Europa League. Because you win Europa League, you guarantee to play the Champions League next year. Winning that trophy is massive incentive for me. Total points, as I said, Fulham 42. We've got 34 goals scored. Fulham scored 41. Us in Spurs have scored 55 goals conceded. Fulham 38, Spurs 41. Shots, Fulham 274, Spurs 286 taken this season. So that's interesting, close. And passing accuracy over the course of the season, Fulham really high with 84.5%. And Spurs with 85.5%. Interestingness. Points gained from a losing position. Fulham gained 12 from that difficult losing situation. We've gained 11, but Fulham have dropped a staggering 22 points to winning positions, and ourselves have dropped to 21. Form guide, Fulham, loss, draw, win, loss, win. For Spurs, win, loss, loss, win. So there you go. In previous meetings as well between two sides in all competitions, Fulham have won 11, Spurs have won 36, 17 have been draws, 64 games played in total in the history of football between the both teams. So there you go. Interesting stuff. And we move on now to my lineup. My lineup would be Vicario in goal, be Pedro Porro at right back, it'd be a Doggy at left back, and Romero and Van der Ven as centre backs. A little bit of rotation in that back line. And midfield, got to keep Bergwijn Madison in there for me, and I'm going to put Basuma in there instead of Sarr. All it is rotations. Nothing against any of these players who have overall performed really well on Thursday. Not perfect, but a lot better. Talking of perfect, though, that front three was perfect. It clicked, something that hasn't happened recently. I've gone with Odobert, Solanke, and Son. Angie's team, I think, would be similar. So let me know what you change in the comments below. Score prediction time. I think this game's going to be a hard one to call. I really do. I can see it being a draw. I just think, of course, you don't want it to be embarrassing in the league. But it doesn't matter too much. I can't see us getting European places. Maybe the outside European places. If we are, we have to win games like this. But we've said that for a long time. We said that against Bournemouth that we didn't. I'm going to go 1-1. I think it has a draw written all over it. It could be a tough afternoon for Spurs. Fulham, that threat's clear to see, but they've just struggled to be consistent this year. Fulham, I think at the start of the season, they would have hoped to do a little bit more because I think they've done well in the transfer window, but we'll have to see how the game goes. But thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please do like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy the game this weekend. It's Miranda. It's 1:30 kickoff, and it's not televised on TV. It is away at Craven Cottage. But for now, a massive come on, you Spurs.